So we are here filming today, getting stories from awesome volunteers who have dedicated time within their lives to serve at Crosspoint. And so we're excited. You get to be our first interviewees on the We Serve network. I don't know what this is, but so we'll start with introducing. So who you are, how long you've been at Crosspoint.
So I'm Carrie Ann Major, and I have been at Crosspoint probably, 5 or 6 years, probably.
Cool.
My name is Jason Major, and if she's been here 5 or 6 years, I've probably been here 4 or 5 years.
You came right after her.
Yes.
Okay.
I came a year by myself.
Oh, very cool.
Involved.
Very
Didn't
cool.
want to be.
So that'll be fun to hear in your journey.
Yeah.
So you're currently connected and serving. You're serving in like a million different places, right? So where are you serving right now?
Mainly in the middle school ministry, and then I serve as service host, where I pass out the buckets and hand out the flyers, which I actually really enjoy because during worship and whatnot, I can get loose a little bit, even though she's always like looking at me.
Yes. So if you haven't seen Jason at the door, he is the one dancing, usually with the programs.
I'm the one telling him to stop.
And she's the one handing out the programs, right?
So they're having fun together, which is awesome.
I love it.
It's so cool.
And then normally wherever else they need me.
Yeah. Awesome.
When I was unemployed, it was more probably with facilities. I did a lot with helping Alex, and when he did the retreat rethink, I stayed a lot with the doing his stuff so he could focus on the men's ministry
when the
thing.
men's retreat.
Now that I'm employed, it's a little different, but I'm still very involved with the middle school ministry, and which is just my passion.
Yeah.
And then the service host.
Okay. All right. And where are you serving right now?
Service host.
Service host, yes.
And I've been there a while, probably. Well, I feel like 2 years, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
That sounds...
I feel like it's been a while.
Yeah.
And I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
What do you love about it?
I love seeing everyone come in. Makes me realize like what a close church we are because I know so many people. So it's a really great way to like meet people. And like a lot of times if I wasn't there, I wouldn't even see some of the people, Yeah. So it's my way of like saying hi to friends or like that. And then I just love passing out programs. I don't know. I just love it.
It's straightforward. Okay. So maybe people don't know what a service host is. So how would you describe what a service host does?
So we pass out programs when people come to church, but it's really just a way to like introduce people to the church and make them feel welcome when they come in. We also pass the tithing buckets, make sure everyone has a seat. And then we just make sure the church looks clean afterwards. And that is about what we do.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you guys really are, the service hosts are the ones bringing people in and kind of welcoming them into our home, so to speak. Right?
Yes,
right.
And
definitely.
making sure they feel like they have belonging.
And I feel like I'm a hugger. So I feel like
Oh my.
when people get welcomed with a hug, like it just makes you feel good, So I feel like it's a personal way to like make people feel welcome. And sometimes they're not in the best mood when they get there and then just like, hi, how, like that gets people feeling good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think just to elaborate on what she was saying, when you're at the door and bringing people in, just making sure that you feel warm and welcoming. Because I know when I first came to this church, what actually like just solidified me here, like this is it. Like that's how everyone treated me. They didn't even know me, but they accepted all my faults and failures and just everything about me and just still open arms and to be able to like pass that on to people who are new, because sometimes church can be intimidating.
Sure.
And I know like for me it kind of was because of my history that like am I gonna like spontaneously combust when I walk in here? Like you just don't know.
Some people do, right? Some people think like the walls are gonna burn down or something's gonna fall on them, or who knows.
Or if they know who I really was,
No, No, but it's hugely valuable, right? What you guys
Yeah.
do and being present, welcoming them in, smiling faces, hugs, just a high five, saying like, "Hey, I see you,"
Totally.
and you're not stressing me out or scaring me. Like
Right,
your stories.
I hope we don't stress any of you out there. I hope we don't stress you out, freak you out.
That's awesome. But you've been service hosting for a couple years, and like in that time, have you ever had like any experiences or maybe just times that like stood out to you, or maybe you saw someone specifically that you were able to connect with, or sometimes we leave. I don't know if you've ever had this, but sometimes we'll leave after a weekend and feel like, yeah, God definitely used me today, or He's kind of smiling down on me like I did something good.
To be honest, nothing is popping in my head right away.
That's okay.
The only thing I can think of is just like a lot of people I don't get to see all the time. So when they're back again, it's like, oh man, it's like I can almost keep tabs on people kind of. Like I remember who comes every week or so I know when people are not there, and then I can, it's like a conversation starter, like, oh, it's good to see you again, or I don't know.
That's good though. That's valuable again because people know that they're seen, right? They're not just one in a million, but they matter and they're remembered. Yeah, that's cool. How about for you? Anything in student ministries or in service hosting?
I think well, with the student ministries, it's like complete chaos, and then especially like in small groups, like at the 7th graders, it's chaos. And we get like an hour, and I'll be lucky if I get like 6 to 10 minutes of some deep time. But then just that little bit connects with one of them, if not all of them. So yeah, it's chaotic, but I always leave Tuesday nights small groups with the students that feeling good, feeling like God was there, and I just really try to emphasize for them to not remember that we don't just serve God here on Tuesday nights and Sundays when we come. It's all through the week. So let's take God with us into the week and just kind of let people have people come to us and ask us why we're so joyful and whatnot by the way we are acting and the way we carry on with our life instead of by what we're saying.
Yeah.
Sure. So I think with that, with service hosting, like, I don't know, I just have so much fun doing that because, like, seriously, I can cut loose a little bit. You know, she can tell me to, like, just bring it down. And I'll try, but then my ADHD kicks in. I'm just, like, dancing around. And just seeing people smile. Because I may be making a fool out of myself, which is normal for me. Yeah. But someone may be coming in a bad mood, and they see me act like a fool or whatever, just totally into it. It might make them smile. It might cheer them up. Yeah. Or, like, I see a lot of people that I don't always see. Yeah. You know, and it's just like, I'm a hugger too. So it's like, oh, what's up, bro? You know what I mean? So
that's awesome. So what keeps you continuing with it? I mean, 2 years of serving, and life is crazy, right? There's always things that can draw us away, or what keeps you serving?
If I can be 100% honest, it's more, this fits my schedule pretty well. I did try other areas where it was too time consuming for me. So just the ability to, like, I don't have to go to a service and then serve at a service. I can serve and be at a service at the same service. And then also, I just feel like it's a perfect fit for me. I really enjoy it. Like, there's really nothing I can say that I don't like about it. So that's why I keep doing it.
Yeah, that's awesome. How about for you, Jason?
Oh, man, where do I start? Why do I keep serving? Because I love to serve. I feel like it's one of my spiritual gifts is I have a servant's heart. I enjoy helping people. Now, I don't know if that's because of own personal gain, because I like the attaboys and the whatnot. But I also know that if I don't serve, like, I'm that guy that I'll get so consumed with everyday life, and then I'll slowly not be diving into my Bible every day. And I'll slowly start falling away. The complacency sets in. Yeah. And it's been my history. I've tried doing it certain ways, and it wasn't until, like, I just dove in 100%, fully involved in everything, that I really started to feel like God in my life. And so I do it because I love to serve, but I also do it because it keeps me connected.
Yeah.
And if I feel like, because there's so many things especially in our lives, that like I feel like it just really just like if we don't just completely focus on God, that it can just totally turn our lives upside down.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's so many things, and I'm not saying that like our lives are any different, our stresses are any different, but our stresses are our stresses, and we handle everything differently. And I'm the type of guy that will go and alienate, just isolate myself from something instead of like getting fully connected. And so I feel like if I stay connected with serving, I stay connected with our Father, and really just be able to lift my stresses. I'll speak for myself. My stresses up to Him, and it just fills me with joy. Like I don't feel stressed anymore. Yeah. It's amazing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. It's true, because serving is more so about a relationship than perhaps like a particular task. And even though we're showing up to serve in a particular capacity, we're also showing up with an expectation that God's there too, and He's going to work through us, in us, and then that helps us to kind of put ourselves into perspective of like, no, He's in this situation, He's in my situation at home, He's got us, and so He's gonna be here. And not only do you show up with that, but then you get the community of other brothers and sisters or friends that you get to serve alongside, having fun with, and that can keep us grounded in a healthy way, right?
I love that, just having that band of brothers. I was telling Carrie Ann that I have such a strong connection with so many men at church.
Yeah.
That because I had actually severed ties with all of my friends and friends I've had for 30 years. But the relationships I've built here in the last 2 to 3 years are stronger than any relationship I've had with anybody else.
Yeah.
Except with maybe Carrie Ann.
Yeah.
And I can go to them with anything. Anything. And at the drop of a hat, I can ask for a prayer request, and my phone just start blowing up.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No. That serving gives you community. So it's not only the benefit of keeping us connected with God, not only the benefit of knowing we're being used and getting some of those attaboys, but it gives us a community of friends to serve alongside and care for us as we serve each other. What would you say maybe are some of the benefits of serving as a family?
I think a big one is just our 13-year-old gets to see that. And and I think, like he said, it's just being in the community, like in our church community more. So instead of being at home, like sitting on our phone, we are like doing something that benefits like all of us. It benefits other people. So that's,
for him to see the value of considering others, of taking, there's a lot of emphasis on us kind of taking care of ourselves, right? And then when we can model for our kids the value of prioritizing others and giving back to help others, like that's huge.
It kind of brings us together too. Like it gives us a commonality, like something that we could share and talk about together. And with that, I hope he gets more involved.
Well, and he's starting to get to the age where he can do more. Sometimes with our youngers, it's a little more difficult. But that would be awesome.
Totally.
Caleb,
if you're watching.
Or listening.
We're coming.
Well, we know it might not be listening. They may be watching.
Totally.
That's awesome. Have you seen that too?
The benefit of serving as a family, wholeheartedly, it's because of Caleb. I think it's just, okay, I remember taking a parenting class, I think you in Bethlehem, and I remember what y'all said was that the children learn more by watching than they do hearing. And I think by holding myself accountable, by serving as much as I do, that he sees that as well, and that he'll want to jump in, because I never saw that growing up, so I chose a different path in life. I'm hoping that seeing his parents, mainly me, because a kid really looks up to me, like, I just hope that he follows that path instead of the other path that I went down.
Sure.
So, without a doubt. And then, I mean, just serving with Carrie Ann, and I like doing stuff with her. So,
that's good. We're strengthening marriages through serving. That's fantastic.
Right? Even like when, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there's times when I don't want to go, but it's just like, oh man, this is our weekend to serve. And so like, it'll start like, oh man, this is our weekend to serve, to by the end of the service, like, oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, so, and then it just kickstarts my day, right?
Yeah. Totally. So often, right, it gets us outside of our own heads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So would you guys have like a couple words to maybe just describe your serving experience? And obviously it might be different from student ministries to service hosting, but like what would you
I would just say it's great. It's just great is the word that pops in my head.
I love it.
And something that just popped in my head also is not only like seeing people, like we get a chance to help other people feel good, but there's been times when I've come in, like you said, like not really wanting to serve or whatever, had a bad day, and other people are like, oh, your friendly smile, and they give a hug, and it's like that was like what I needed. So it kind of like, it feeds everybody, you know what I mean? But I just think it's great. I wouldn't want to ever stop. I love it.
That's awesome.
I just have to say it's amazing, and it's fun. It's fun. Like it's like I try to let the students know. I mean, we can have fun, loving and learning about Jesus. This doesn't have to be some drab old church. You know, we can have fun doing this, and I feel like I like to bring that to the table.
Absolutely.
So
you
yeah,
do.
it's definitely fun, and it's rewarding.
Yeah.
I know at least on my end, it's definitely rewarding, and hopefully on someone on the receiving end, it's rewarding too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Very cool. But like Carrie Ann was saying, it's amazing how the body works together and how sometimes just showing up to be a service host can be blessed by someone else just giving a hug or a high five or hey, I also see you. You're welcoming me in, but they also see you as they're coming in. And so that confirmation and just the ability to be a unified body that's serving one another.
Right.
Like it's not the same without each one of us being a part.
Totally.
So, super cool.
I'm Carrie Ann.
And I'm Jason.
And
we serve.